Hey everybody, Motorpoet59 here. Man, things are getting really strange. Things are getting, in my opinion, dangerous. The government is becoming dangerous. The Biden administration is becoming dangerous. The Biden administration has chosen to sic government agencies on private businesses and on private citizens in order to accomplish the goals that will help them achieve their ultimate agenda, which right now is socialism. As everyone should know from history, that when you have socialism, you don't have a middle class. You have the haves, who are few, and the have-nots, who are many, who are the vast majority in socialism. There is no middle class. At least in capitalism, we have the middle class. We have the have-somes, like me. And the Biden administration, who are controlled by the left, are trying to turn America into a socialist country with them at the top. They will be the haves. That's why they are doing the things they are doing with the average American citizen and with the conservatives in the United States right now. This all started under the Barack Obama administration. Barack Obama began taking sides in local law enforcement issues. He began involving the FBI and the federal government in local law enforcement issues. And he continued that throughout his term in office. Barack Obama was not interested in helping the black community, was not interested in helping the poor. He was interested in continuing to build the leftist agenda, moving towards socialism, because Barack Obama certainly isn't poor. And he is certainly not sharing his money with anyone. He's not spreading his wealth. He wants us to spread ours. When Donald Trump was elected, he immediately began trying to take some steps back from the abyss of socialism and try to get the capitalist economy in America fired up again. And he was successful. He was succeeding, was working. Things were getting better. Jobs were coming back to America. A lot of the things that the Obama administration had tried to stop, Trump started firing up again. If it wasn't for COVID, Donald Trump would still be our president. But the Democrats played on the fears of Americans rather than the sensibilities of Americans, which they have always done. Democrats have always been about preaching fear. Even FDR, when he said we have nothing to fear but fear itself, was being deceitful about what his plans were going to be. He used fear to get Americans to accede to all the social programs that he initiated, and a couple of them helped a lot of people in the short term. But in the long term, those were the first steps in the fight against America's capitalism-driven economy. The Democrats have always played on fear. Oddly enough, Bill Clinton really didn't play that game. I was not a fan of Bill Clinton at all, but he ended up not being a bad president. He didn't do a lot of damage to the economy the way Obama did, the way Jimmy Carter did. He was actually a decent president who signed some good some good things into law, and he scaled back welfare programs and made people more accountable for themselves. The left didn't like that. I'm surprised that they were so enamored of Hillary Clinton. Hillary leaned a little further to the left than Bill, but still not far enough to the left for the left. And that's how Barack Obama became our president. Hillary Clinton should have been elected president in 2008. John McCain wasn't going to win, but the leftist media lapdogs and the left string holders determined that it was time for Barack Obama to be president. The fact that he was black was just a plus, but the fact that he was a moron made it much easier for them to handle him, and handle him they did. And like I said, then he started all this really creating great divisions in America. Donald Trump, as I said, started riding that ship, but we all know how that turned out. The Biden administration has turned OSHA loose on private businesses. They should not be involved in what's going on here, but they are trying to use OSHA to leverage these corporations who don't want to comply with these mandates. They're sicking them on them, and there'll be fines, and there'll be this, and there'll be that. And I truly hope that these corporations stand up to this and refuse to comply and refuse to pay fines. There's really nothing that the government can do about it except get mad. They can threaten this and they can threaten that, but they can't shut everybody down because the American people won't let that happen. Even the liberals, in the end, won't let that happen if it's going to affect the way they live. Not the way they see things, or not the way their opinions work, but when it starts to affect the way they live, when they can't get a car, when they can't ship something on the railroad or in a truck, when they can't do things like that, they will start to revolt. And I'm not talking about violence. I'm talking about just saying, hey, we're not going to do this. And the administration is also turning the FBI loose on parents of school children who oppose critical race theory, mask mandates, and vaccine mandates. And this isn't really about the schools, what they're doing. This is about the unions. This is about the teachers' unions. They're the ones that are behind this. Make no mistake about it. And they want the federal government to classify these parents who oppose these things as domestic terrorists. Can you believe that? Domestic terrorists for disagreeing with the administration. If that is not trampling on the civil rights of these people, I don't know what is. It sickens me to think that they want this done with these people when we had the Black Lives Matter movement and the Antifa people out there literally destroying cities, burning buildings down, ruining businesses, threatening people, beating people up, raping people, accosting people in restaurants, threatening people in businesses and in stores. That was domestic terrorism, but nothing was done to those people. Nothing. Not much was even said about it. They just said, oh, these people have a right to voice their opinions. Well, you know what? These parents have a right to voice theirs too, but they're being considered domestic terrorists. And I think it is absolutely ridiculous and un-American. I don't know how this is going to turn out, because there are enough uninformed, ignorant liberals out there and progressives and people who just hate conservatism. And sometimes I think that it wasn't even so much that these people supported Obama or liked Obama or support Biden or like Biden. It's just that they hate conservatism so much. And I don't know why. I really don't. We used to kind of be able to get along. That time has passed. And the things that are going on right now are dangerous to this country. I hope things change. I hope cooler heads prevail, but I am not optimistic. Anyway, what do you think of all that? Let me know in the comments below. Shoot me an email at motorpoet59@gmail.com. Like, share, subscribe, click on the bell if you want to be notified of future content. We'll see you all later.